Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. I'm calling all my beauty professionals, my cosmetologists, my wig makers, my barbers, any beauty professional. If you're in this industry, I am on here for you today. I am your girl, Amber McCray, your lucrative insurance strategist. And I and I want to get on again, just like I said, just another day in the world of Amber's brain and talk to you guys about a very important topic when it comes to the hair loss industry. And so, but like I said, I just want to give you a little background about myself before I get going. I am your go-to hair loss business coach. I'm going to teach you guys how to truly help maximize your profits in the hair loss industry. We do this by insurance reimbursements. We do this with government contracting. We teach this through accepting medical forms of payments and financing, and just setting up your clinic to truly be able to help your clients offset those expensive hair loss services or some of the things that they just require needs a little bit more financial assistance. So I want to let not only you guys know what's available for your clients, but also your clients who are tuning in, they can see what is available as well. So tonight or today, my topic is going to be about what is insurance integration webinar and why do I keep talking about this free webinar that's coming up. All right. So for those who are hopping in, I want you to stay tuned in because there's going to be an opportunity to register for just of this free class that we have coming up. And but I do before you even get to do that, I want to make sure you know kind of what it is that you're signing up for. All right. So I've worked with I am the founder of Seamless Academy, which has allowed me to work with ample beauty professionals to help them not only get their business. I got my own business going, but I want to help them get their business going as well when it comes to getting listed as an insurance provider with insurance companies. So when you get in, listed as a provider with insurance companies, guys, there are so many perks that come with that. You get advertising as a medical provider. You know, other doctors can actually look you up and refer clients to you. Your clients can actually look you up because you're actually a person that is showing up on their insurance list. So it's a lot of what we call clout that comes with being a listed insurance provider. But there are instances which many of you who have actually tapped into this have probably experienced this. There are instances where your clients are not covered by insurance. And it's like in those cases, what do you do? And so when I have created Seamless Academy, I'm not only teaching about the insurance component of it, I'm teaching you about other alternatives that are available to help your clients offset those costs or help them either when it comes to financing, financial payment plans, helping people get on more of a program, help you guys construct more of a program. And guys, even though we can say that we offer these services or offer these payment options, us as beauty professionals have to know how to present this stuff as well. Okay. How to really close these sales to help people be able to get in and get the services they need in a way that's very affordable and practical. Okay. One of the biggest things that I noticed, as a beauty professional, I started out doing different services. I started out doing crochets, I started doing braids, I started out doing sew-ins, things of that such. And my clients were already used to paying what they were paying for those weave services. And now here I go telling them, oh, okay, well, instead of paying me $150 a month, I'm going to convert you over to this cranial prosthesis that is now about, what are we looking at, about $4,000 $4,000 medical unit, a $3,000 medical unit, or maybe I'm getting them a topper, and the topper may be $900. I'm about to get you from paying this $150 a month to paying me $900. I'm gonna use a small number. I'm gonna say $900 to $1,000 for this one unit. Okay, but let's think about it like this. This one unit now is going to last them instead of them having to come back every month to get buy a new weave because they're paying out the same amount. Instead of buying new weave every month for something that we're not, well, we're covering up a process. We're taking longer on the service. Now I'm telling them to pay $900 to $1,000 for something that they can use for like the next 6 months to a year. So sometimes, guys, it's just about how you present things. Hello, hello. Thanks for jumping on. A lot of times, guys, it's how you present things and kind of how you help your clients shift their minds to seeing what it is that they really need that's going to benefit them, especially when it comes to hair loss. So I'm not against hair crochets. I'm not against sew-ins. I'm not against braids. But if you're dealing with a client that has hair loss, they're just other alternatives available for them that we ultimately want to offer them versus these weave services that sometimes have contributed to the problem they have, or realistically they're just not good candidates for it because we're pulling and tugging on uh, fragile hair. Okay, so now there are some sew-ins, guys, that now they have different assistant devices that can that you can connect to. I'm not talking about those. There's like weave buddies that are out now that can kind of protect that person's hair, but just I'm talking about just the basic crochet, sewing, foundations. Those are not ideal for hair loss clients. So when that happened in my chair, I started seeing a lot of people with hair loss who were still asking me for these services, and I can't give them that security because now we don't have the adequate amount of hair to do that. I had to come up with another alternative for them. Okay, so that's where my whole journey into this insurance world started, because I at first when I went and got certified as a non-surgical hair placement specialist, I did not know how I was going to present these new prices to my clients. But guys, over time I just realized, a lot of times it's just how I'm going to how I persuade it, how I sell it, and how I package it became the thing. So even though I teach a lot about insurance integration, I teach a lot about other medical financing options, guys, ultimately I want you guys to know how to just present your new services to your clients who need what you are offering. All right. So if anybody can relate to me on that, maybe you just can't figure out, you're struggling about getting those new services presented to your clients, I want you to put a one down in the chat because I'm talking to you today. Okay, you're struggling to get those services, or maybe you've even gotten on with insurance companies, or maybe you are offering medical financing, and you're still like, I just can't get people to close. And so when you work with us at Seamless Academy, that is our goal, to show you guys how to present your new services a different way, but also be able to offer the appropriate payment alternatives for what your client needs. All right. So that was my little intro of how I even got into this, who I am, what I'm offering, where my passion comes from, because I get it. Okay. I was in your shoes as well, where I just was like, yeah, I didn't know how I could shift from these services that I'm ultimately just don't have the time to do. Right now it's the summertime, and my beautiful I have clients who we've gotten their hair filled back in. They've been on restoration plans, so they're at the point where they can probably wear those other styles. And because they know my previous background, every now and then I'm gonna get somebody that asks me to offer it. But guys, I'm just at the point I can't hardly do it no more. I feel like I'm not a person that have carpal tunnel, but I guess I'm so used to not having to do such tedious services, it's hard for me to even want to offer that. And I never saw the day that I could say, you know what, I just don't really do braids no more, or I don't do sew-ins anymore, because that is just not what my specialty is. And I was that person who was like, no, I'm gonna get that quick money for this service. But once you really have positioned yourself to be like, no, this is these are the services that I offer here, that is what I'm going to offer my clients. So for my beauty professionals, the barbers, my wig makers, if you guys are just looking for a easier service that is more productive for your client, but also productive for your revenue and for your hair loss business, you need to be on here today and type ready in the comments, because we want to get you registered for our upcoming free insurance webinar course, which is coming up on March 24th. That's a Monday, March 24th at 1 p.m. And we want you guys to be in there so we could talk about these different topics and let you know what is available for your business. Okay. So I'm gonna get I know when I first started working with beauty professionals, because first I had to master it for my own business, right? Mastered it for my business, went through all the trenches and everything, right? And then I started realizing a lot of beauty professionals were having the same problems. To me, I was like, oh, it's on Google, or anybody can call the insurance company, figure out what's going on. But there is a lot of red tape sometimes that we have to go through, which will discourage anybody that they're just not Sometimes we just don't have that time to endure and get through all the red tape. I'm just a person that I had just kind of got into it too deep, where I'm like, okay, I got to finish it now because I've gotten this close, where I filed this claim and maybe I didn't get the full amount that I was supposed to get, but I've appealed it, I fought it, and I got it back in. But now, guys, I have put together a curriculum where it's a clean slate. You get this template, you give this template to your client, have your template follow these steps, and you don't have to worry about all that troubleshooting that comes with kind of jumping out there not sure what you're doing. I wish I had a me back in the day. Okay. And so, but because I was me and I understand how the beauty professional mind operates like myself, we need those templates. We need a clear cookie cutter. This is what we need to do. This is what I need to do. Well, I'm not even gonna say just to be professionals, but just like don't make me have to do all that figuring it out. Everybody don't have the time to do that. So I'm here to help you know how to do that. And in our free insurance integration webinar, we're going to show you guys some templates on like, all right, if I do want to get into accepting insurance payments, what do I need to do as a beauty professional? What requirements do I need to even become a listed provider? What um what licenses or certificates I need to have? And then I always get those questions that people thought they needed to have all this time. Do I need a CAQH number? Do I have to have a doctor in my office to be able to get to have these setups? And the answer is no to a lot of that stuff. And so you'll have that template of knowing this is what I need to do if this is something that I'm interested in getting into. And then for your clients, there are things that they have to do too. Uh, just like we're able to go online and see, like, okay, well, I I know insurance can cover hair loss services. Clients are going online and seeing that too. YouTube is showing them it as well. They go into other websites in other areas. I get people from different states all the time who just don't realize that other beauty professionals can do the same thing, and they inquire because they see that type of advertisement. But the thing is, when they come to us, even though they're saying, yeah, my insurance should be able to cover, they don't always know what steps come with that, or they don't even realize they don't have all the paperwork. So I give them the paperwork that they need to go communicate with their doctor so it can be on their medical profile. And now when it's on their medical profile, now we can talk to the insurance company so we can avoid getting a denial. I don't like to waste people's time. I don't like to waste my own time. Here's the steps that we need to do. Here's what we're going to actually push forward to make sure this is completed. It's either yay or nay. Yes, you have this type of coverage. No, you don't have this type of coverage. And if you don't have this coverage, here's the alternative option that you have to get on with our plan. Okay? So this does not have to be frustrating. But how many of you have had clients in your chair that you know what they need? You know they need this non-surgical hair replacement service. You know they need this trichology plan, but they're just like, I can't really I can't do it right now because I don't have that in my budget. Or I can afford that a price that you're offering to me for this service. It can be very frustrating because you've done all that work. You might have landed them on that consultation, but you're like, okay, if I could have just offered them some type of other payment option, I would have had that client because you're already offering something that they know they need. You are the professional that they are coming to that specialize in their hair type. All right. They can go to the dermatologist, but the dermatologist does not have the capacity to work with them for a certain amount of time. They're going to give them that diagnosis. They're going to give them some medication that they can use at home. But after that, clients still need that comfort. They still need some type of plans. They need some type of treatment. And that's where we come into place because that's what we specialize in. All right. So I want to help you guys by eliminating that frustration, let you know that you can provide the services that your clients need to change their lives, and we could do it within their budget. We could do it in a way that they can afford it and offset those costs. All right. And like I said, but even like I said, there's more perks with it. There's more perks with just even getting yourself established as these merchants and providers to be able to get these things. Because now I know a lot of you guys have seen who worked with me in the past has noticed that I advertise myself as having a hair loss medical facility, because I do. When you become a listed provider, guys, in our specialty, we are actually credentialing your facility to accept to be a supplier of medical supplies. In our case, the medical supply would be durable medical equipment, cranial prosthesis. It'll be a cranial prosthesis. And when you get those type of certifications, now you have this this new credibility for your business. Now you could be looked up. I just had a phone call before I got on here asking about some durable medical supplies that I offer. And you can do that for your business with the right steps, the right credentialing, and getting what you need. So if that feels like that's you, I don't want you to feel like you're stuck between in this wall, like something's blocking you. And I don't want you to even avoid this whole insurance thing, because there's too many perks for you in this. And even if you're a person like, I just don't have the paperwork, or I don't have the help to be able to build these services, guys, I have a way that you can get your clients to pretty much do the legwork, because people want coverage for the services. They didn't pay all this money for these insurance companies, and if the insurance company's gonna cover it, they'll do the legwork. But you need to give them the script on what to do. Okay, so make it easy on yourself. And that's what our webinar is going to do. It's going to give you the breakdown and the exact steps on how to make this work for your business. Rather you're willing to do the actual billing yourself, or rather you're the person that, like, you know what, let me tell my clients what they need to do. So we can't say that we're not allowing that. It's just like with us. We go to the doctor. Well, we get insurance. We go talk to our doctors. I mean, we're trying to get with a certain provider, and you gonna go to the provider that kind of has some perks and some benefits. Don't be that provider like, yeah, we're good. And there are some things we're just going to pay out of pocket for, because we like, I need this person to do it. But make it where not only are you you're good and you're the best in the area, but you also are the person who say, you know what, we're good. We're the best in the area, but we also accept Care Credit. We also accept TRICARE. We also accept Blue Cross Blue Shield. Make yourself that person that is like, bam, I can do all of that. Okay. And even once you get that client in the door, even if they don't have the eligibility requirements for the insurance company component, they're still not going to leave you, because you actually were that person who listed, you have yourself as the best person for the job. All right. And you're aware of the different benefits. I have had clients who went and changed their plans because they know, okay, well, yeah, because I have this condition going on, let me make this adjustment to my insurance plan during open enrollment so I can get some reimbursement back from my insurance company, or I can get my payment submitted through Healthy Hair Solutions, which that's the name of my company. Further, I know I have a lot of new followers on here, so I am the owner of Healthy Hair Solutions Corp. So if you see me referring to that, or you see that background in the back, that's me. Okay, so I do want to share a quick story with you guys. Beauty professionals that we actually are working with. So I have a lady now. I'm say two ladies right now that are. I got stories for days. I'm trying to think which story I want to work with. Uh, Okay, I'll give one. So one of my ladies, which you'll probably see on our page, is different testimonials that of people who are getting results that are coming through this insurance webinar, or even a part of our community. And what is happening is these individuals, they've taken classes. Okay, they're aware of, they have all the requirements needed to get on with these insurance companies. They had all the requirements to get on with the VA hospital. They just needed a plug, guys. They just needed somebody to plug them in, or they just needed to know, who do I talk to when I plug them in. Okay. One lady had just signed up for our community, signed up for the class. And I had one of the vendors I work with said, hey, we need some vendors. One of the organizations I work with said they need some vendors. And guys, this is not something that happens on a regular basis. But the person was like, I need some vendors. They had to kind of clear out the vendors they had, because there's a lot of people who are saying they're doing these services, guys, but they're not. And, you're getting upset clients because the clients know better. And she said, I want to work with some people who you've trained, okay, in our area. Now, she works with me, but she has to send people kind of out of town to come to me. And I'm not no gatekeeper. Anybody knows me, if I can help, you, I'm gonna help you. And so she said, you have people close by that, might can get into the system with us, for those who don't want to travel. Now I could have been very selfish and been like, nah, you know what? She could keep sending them down here to me, and I ain't about to help grow her thing. But guys, that's how you miss your blessing. You miss your blessing when you do things like that. So immediately I'm like, oh yeah, let me go look. Let me see who I have in my class who lives in your area, because they definitely, y'all do need some vendors. Okay. So shared the name with the individual, shared the name with the organization. Guys, gave her all the script that she needed. I think she was missing like a one of the accounts she needed to have active before she got on. And she got that paperwork right. I told her exactly what she needs to submit to the lady. Like I said, I'm a very templated mind person. And she sent it to the lady, and the lady accepted her the same day into their vendor network and sent her two clients the next day. And y'all, these two clients in this area, that's about $10,000. Okay, coming straight to her business. So she didn't know that that was coming like that, because that's not usually how it happens. It didn't even happen for me like that. But when you get into the right networks with the right coaches, the right peers that can refer you, and to say the peer referrals. Another lady, she was in the same class, but she was not in the area to be able to get on with this, but she had a peer that she was like, hey, I know another one of my friends live in this area. Can you put her on? And I could have been sketchy, like, this girl ain't in my class, but I already know me. If you put it out there, like I said, the guy has a way of just bringing things back around to you full circle. Or like I said, really, it's just like at the end of the day, the person needed some vendors. And if this vendor's in that area, I wanted to make sure I could give the organization some suggestions. I already was friends with them on social media, gave that referral, and bam, she was able to get the same treatment as the person that was in my class. And then she soon became she was soon was in our class as well, because she was like, oh goodness, why would I not come into this community? So we want you guys to be a part of this community. We want you guys to be able to get these resources. There are classmates who always are sharing their ideas, or I like to say fellow beauty professionals, because these ladies are established business owners themselves, and we share things that can really help us get to the next level. Now I know my niche is dealing with this insurance, this medical financing, um with these government contracts when it comes to the VAs, and really get the payments in your hand. This is not necessarily me telling you to wait for the client to do all the work. I want you guys to know how to do the work for yourself, so you can get that money into your pockets, get the money into your revenue, to your business, and keep and really having an established hair loss business. There's a lot of consistent cash flow that we need to be able to ourselves up keep ourselves up to be able to suffice and help our clients. And so you want to be in a group, in an environment that is going to make sure that you have the tools that you need to do that. So if you are in these positions where you are a person who is doing hair loss clients, even if you have not established yourself as a hair loss business, even if you have not taken a training on hair loss, even if you have not actually, you just kind of learned how to, how we know how to bootleg some stuff now. Okay. You may not have any certifications at all. I still want you to come to this free insurance integration webinar, because we are going to be able to expose you to some opportunities that are available for you in this industry. Maybe you're just kind of like, even if you're not doing any hair loss services, maybe you're just like, I'm a beauty professional who I'm just kind of ready for something new. I like my job, or this business has been paying my bills for quite some time, but I need to find a new love for my industry. I need to find a new love for my clients. And I do see that there are people who need these services. And when it comes to the hair loss industry, guys, this is $1 trillion. Now it's a couple of $1 trillion industry, and there's only a few of us. There's only a few laborers who are able to do it. Better saying the laborers are few. There's laborers are few when it comes to this hair loss thing, because some people just don't want to get into it. And so that's your opportunity to jump in, and not just jump in and get the certification and have it by your name. I want you to actually implement what those certifications are. I want you to actually, even if you already have had trainings, get into our free insurance webinar training so we can put it all together. There's no use of us having all these different certifications and we're still doing the same cycle we've been doing, and we're not satisfied with our business. Sometimes you just need that coach that's going to push you to the next level. I had to get coaches to push me to the next level. And I still work with coaches to get me to the next level. So let me be that coach that helps you when it comes to this hair loss industry, because I live it, I breathe it, I dream it. And I know that there are so many opportunities that a lot of us are leaving on the table. So if that is you, type ready down in that chat. type right in the comments, or you can click the link down in the actual comment section, the description, and register for our upcoming webinar, which is on March 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is on a Monday. I already know y'all are off, and if you're not off, put your headphones in. We will be on Zoom. It is online, and we want to make sure that you get the access to it. But if you're not registered, you won't get access to any replays. You won't get access to any of the little bonuses I give out to make sure that you guys just have something. Like, you need to take away something and start working today. So get that, click that link to register to be in the room and get what you deserve for your business. Okay. And I want to just thank you guys for jumping in on this Monday. I am your girl Amber McCray, your lucrative insurance strategist, and I am signing off. And I hope to see you guys on Monday. Actually, is it next Monday? Let's look and see. Today is the 17th, so I want to make sure that you guys are on with me next Monday. Monday, March 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Type ready in the chats. And I will also be coming back on here hassling y'all again by the end of the week for those of you guys who jumped on and did not sign on. Okay. And bring your friend and share the link out with your other colleagues. It's something that needs to be put out. Okay. People need this information. And it's not getting given. People are not getting this deep about it. We just don't know. And I want you to know, so we don't have no excuse of not knowing what's going on and where we can advance ourselves in the industry. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will talk with you soon. Bye bye.